Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Save It Mel. I'm Mel, and today I would like to do my 2025 lineup. What are my goals? What binders am I using? What envelopes? And what methods? Um, I also want, before I get into all that, I want to share an update on the car saga. We shall call it the car saga 2024. They lied. That's the nicest way I can say it. Both Valvoline and AutoZone lied about my dead or dying battery and or alternator. After pulling all of my funds from all of my binders to try and go get an alternator repair and or buy a new car, because I was at that desperate point. I cannot be without a car. I took a extra long lunch break Monday, 2.5 hours, by the way, to sit at my dealership to either get the car repaired or a new car. I couldn't get a new car because I refused to budge on my monthly payments. I already pay almost $500 for a car. They wanted me to pay anywhere from $605 to $750 a month. That is unacceptable to me. I would rather hoof it in 12 below zero than pay that much in a car payment. Anyways, then they couldn't get to or give me an answer about the alternator. So I left there because I had to get back to work. I couldn't stay. And then Monday night at work, I remembered that O'Reilly's Auto Parts can also diagnose alternators and batteries, whereas AutoZone only does batteries now, at least my location. So Monday night after work, I went there in the cold, the dark, the rain, whatever, and he tested my battery first, and he said, your battery's fine. And at that point, my heart dropped because that meant it's my alternator. Like, there's no getting around that. The young man said, go ahead and start your car for me. I did. I was half in and half out of my car when he was testing it. And let me tell you, earmuffs for any little ones that may or may not be in the general area. When he said, your alternator is perfect, I fist bumped the air like Breakfast Club and yelled, fuck yeah. Excuse my French, but that's the facts. Then I got nervous. I shut the car off. I went up to him. I said, are you sure? And he said, yeah, it's supposed to pump out 400 something. Mine pumps out 425. A perfect alternator. That means the other two places were just trying to sell me something or get a kickback from sending me to the auto place they recommended. There's a special place in Car Karma hell for that kind of behavior. I will no longer be going to Valvoline for my oil changes, which is kind of sad because I've gone there for almost all of them since I moved back to this area in 2019. It's 2024. The only time I go to my dealership for the oil change is when they're having a great deal. I'll go somewhere else now. I won't do that again. AutoZone has completely lost my business. And I know I'm just a small customer, but I'm still a customer. And you lied. Outright lied. There was no accidental. So, needless to say, I came home. I did film this. I restuffed, I cash back stuffed all my funds. Luckily, when I panic pulled Saturday when this first happened, I didn't erase any of my trackers, nor did I pull any of my freebies. So I still knew where all of my money was supposed to be. Yay. So everything got put back. I do owe myself $98 for my panic buying on Saturday, which I will take that out of my bonus on Friday. So moving on to happier things now. And don't get me wrong, I am thankful, very thankful. There is nothing wrong with my car, but that could have all been avoided if they'd just been honest. So moving on. Here's my fancy thrifted perfect condition heavy planner. Well, it's a Martha Stewart planner that I got from Goodwill, and I'm using this not only for, I have a few bigger savings challenges. Like this Behind Girl Budgets. Either way, I like this. So I have a few of those, but I'm also going to use this as my budget binder. Let's show you what I mean. Intentional Living does this, or something similar to this. And I thought it was a great idea because I do have my trackers. But one thing that I noticed on hers is when she does her unstuffing and her checking in, if, say, she took money, she overspent in, let's say, perfect example. Let's go here. Car maintenance. She would write on there where she took the money from. So say she took it from her emergency fund envelope. She would write on there, you know, or if she was funding another envelope, she would put, you know, 50 to this envelope. I like that idea because my current system, let's see if I can grab that with my little T-Rex arms. Okay. Let me see if I can grab that real quick. So right now, look, I left myself my little IOU. And I even put where to do it. Take my IOU from bonus. If I had started using this, I could have done it in here. My current, so this is how I currently do all my, every time I spend money, but I don't have enough highlighters, highlighter colors to do the enormous amount of categories. Plus it doesn't tell me, like I dang well know, but groceries is spent out. Mel, you keep writing groceries, but you didn't take that money from groceries. So where did you take it from? So the new system will let me do that. And I'm also going to keep the running totals, balances, whatever. And I just think it might be better for me. We'll try it, see how it works. The other thing I got was, I bought this from Budget with Ira, and it's the debt diary. It's right there in front of my face. And I wrote out all of my individual debts. I did them highest interest rate to smallest. That doesn't mean that's who I'm paying off faster, but I just wanted it up there because I got to get rid of these high interest rate people. So I wrote out everybody. And then also in here, is there an emergency fund tracker? I kind of like that. And then the total debt payoff. I would like to use that too. So yeah. Oh, and that's a notes page. So that'll be the new budget binder. Big savings challenges for 2025. When I first started budgeting or semi-budgeting, because let's be real, I wasn't serious about any of this until October of this year. But I started stalking and following you guys on YouTube 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, when I was like, oh, I can do that. No plan, no writing anything, no nothing. I ran and bought this little cardstock, and they're like the picture size. So like, what is that? 4x6 of maps, because I'm huge in traveling and seeing things, and I love them. And then I wanted to create, because I couldn't afford these savings challenge boxes that I see on other channels. I love them, but I can't afford to pay $60 for a challenge, $30 for a savings challenge. So I created my own. I folded these, each one, you can see how off they are, and I glued them and then made sure I could fit money in them. And I labeled them for a 52-week challenge, 1 through somehow 52. Somehow I got 53. I don't know why, but we're going to roll with it. I have a 53-week challenge. And I'm going to do this because I've had these sitting in a drawer, people, a drawer for 3 years. And I like them. They're not perfect, but they're mine. I created them. They're pretty. And it's time to do it. So I was hoping that if I do my own 53-week challenge, I'll do it. I'll finish it because it's something I worked really hard on this. It took me hours. So I have, that's tissue because my box container is too big, but I finally found one that will fit them. And there we go. And then I keep searching for different containers and I buy them. I have like 5 different containers I bought because I keep one of these with me in my purse every time I go shopping to hopefully find a container that it fits nicely. But that can also expand because we're going to fill these with money. So far, this is the best I got. So there's that. And the lid is only going to fit while there's not money in there. Okay, so there's that. I'm keeping my bill binder. I'm going to keep not changing anything about this. Not changing my trackers. My trackers are from Staff Saves. This is working for me. So October 28th, that's when I got serious about this. And it's working. I'm paying my bills. I'm paying them on time. I'm getting a little bit ahead, which is awesome for me. My short-term priority, so that's expenses that are coming in and out or things that I'm saving up for in the short term. If you notice, I have my spring envelope dashboard back on. This is from Hey Kate Budgets. It's because Mel is done with winter. I know it just started, but I'm over it. I'm done. I am manifesting the warmth of spring, and that's that. I don't have any major plans for this binder. I can't think of anything else that I need to add other than get a insert for my dental. So I think that one's just going to stay the same. This is my long-term binder. These are expenses or save-ups for long-term. And yes, I put the summer one back in this one. Again, manifesting the warmth and adventures of summer. I don't have any changes for this one. Yeah, I don't have any changes for that one. Okay. This is my newest binder. This is my moon binder. I'm going to use this, I believe, to build up my debt payoff. These are from Penny Palette Budgets. I won these in her giveaway. Each one is a different moon. So yeah, I believe those are going to go for my debt payoffs. We'll see. This is my savings challenge binder. I don't believe, oh, I have one trying to escape. I don't believe I'm going to change anything here either, except for when I finish challenges, changing them in and out. I did add a couple that are not freebies that I will be doing on, say, Mini Mondays. That is this pie one where you save each digit is the amount you save. I want to try and do that throughout the year. And then this is the part of my winnings from Penny Palette Budgets, coloring in the keys. So I really like those two and I want to get those going. Then my Zodiac, these funds are going to go towards my month ahead. And I'm not going to change anything on these either. And there we go. No, my wallet stays the same. Excuse my teeth. Oopsie. Oh, biscuits. Oh, don't knock over the camera. Speaking of the camera falling over, I first started filming this morning, and I don't know what happened. I think I elbowed my little T-Rex arm into my tripod that sits on a stool next to my desk for filming. And it tilted in like the perfect comedy. It flipped. The camera fell off my phone, by the way. It's my iPhone. Which I take the case off to film, so yay that it didn't fly farther and smack into the cement floor over there. But the phone flew off as the tripod handle hit the table, which bounced it back up, landed the tripod, the part that holds the phone, into my coffee cup, tilted my coffee cup into the pens, and everything landed. Just stopped. The coffee never spilled. The tripod barely got wet. It was just the handle. The phone did not crack or break. And the camera was still rolling. I am uploading that as the short, and you have to watch it because it was funny. Okay. It was funny on this slump hump day. It was funny. Okay. 2025 goals. Be consistent. That's my phrase for the year. Be consistent. It is not a resolution. It is something that I need to focus on. I had like 50 words written down that I wanted to use. Like one of them, no spend, no impulse buys. But be consistent is what I need, because being consistent is it's building me up. I wrote on here end times of when I want to do things, but those aren't strict timelines because life happens and I don't want to feel that pressure. So my very first goal is to open the high yield savings account. I plan to do that with my school refunds, because I get minimal. And I figured that would be a good use for that. Number 2 is to get that emergency fund. Originally, I had planned to do the 1,000 because that's the number I hear all the time, but that's not an emergency fund for me. That is not 1 month of bills and expenses. So that's what I would like to do. By the end of 12 weeks, I highly doubt, but I'm going to keep that there. It's like a goal, a motivation, if you will, but it's not a strict timeline. Number 3, this is something I fail at every year, and I have vacation time. And I always save up like minimal, tiny baby amounts. This year, I want to plan and cost out a 2026 big vacation. Because let's face it, I can't do that for 2025. I don't make enough money to set aside large amounts for a good big vacation in 2025, but I could do it for 2026. I'm on the road to 500 YouTube subscribers. That is a goal of mine. I would like to hit that goal within 6 months, but it's not a strict. I want to write that just for me. It's not a strict timeline. And then number 5, I would like to open the Etsy shop of mine. That will depend on how busy I get once school starts back up. My time. I have a very flexible work schedule, but I also do the side hustle. So we'll see. That's a long-term goal, but I just wanted it on there. Yeah, I just wanted it on there. So that's it. That is my 2025 lineup, binders, envelopes, and goals. I've enjoyed watching all of your 2025 setups. Some of them have been really interesting. And I appreciate the ideas that you share with everybody. And that's something I love about this community, because if we didn't share the ideas, none of us would be successful. Have a great, beautiful Wednesday, everybody. I will see you. Well, I'll be watching you all day at work, in between patients. It's what I do. So when I say that I'm watching at work, I really am watching at work. I will see you, I think, Friday. It depends on if I get to the bank in time after the work Christmas party to get the bonus check cashed and denominations. If not, I will see you Saturday. Yeah, so everybody have a great rest of your week. And remember to be kind, especially to yourself first. It costs you nothing. Bye.